20 celebrities with weird and shocking secrets you won't believe. Number 20. Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves is one of the most famous actors on Earth. But the strangest thing about him is that he doesn't live like one. What if I told you that one of Hollywood's biggest stars secretly lives like a monk and gives away millions without telling anyone? This is Celebrity Unscreened. And this is number 20. Keanu Reeves is known worldwide for blockbuster movies like The Matrix, John Wick, and Speed. But behind the action hero image lies a man whose life choices are so unusual that many fans believe he's either hiding something or completely different from every other celebrity in Hollywood. Despite being worth over $300 million, Keanu Reeves is often seen riding public transportation, sitting alone on park benches, and wearing the same simple clothes for years. He doesn't own flashy mansions like other celebrities. And he's been photographed giving up his seat to strangers without anyone knowing who he really is. In Hollywood, fame usually comes with ego. But Keanu seems to have rejected celebrity culture entirely. And that alone makes him one of the strangest stars on this list. Here's where things get shocking. During the Matrix franchise, Keanu reportedly gave away tens of millions of dollars from his salary to costume designers, stunt teams, and crew members, because he felt they deserved it more than he did. He also quietly funded cancer research after his sister battled leukemia for years, without press releases, interviews, or public recognition. In an industry built on self-promotion, Keanu Reeves did something almost unheard of. He helped people and stayed silent. Keanu's personal life is also marked by deep tragedy. He lost his daughter at birth, and later lost the love of his life in a tragic accident. Many believe these experiences shaped his detached, almost philosophical view of fame, money, and success. Some fans even joke that Keanu is immortal because he appears in history photos that look just like him. But the truth is far more human and far more painful. Keanu Reeves isn't weird because he's outrageous. He's weird because he's rare. In a world of loud celebrities, he chose silence. In a world obsessed with money, he chose meaning. But if you think Keanu Reeves is strange, wait until you hear about the celebrity at number 19, a global superstar whose secrets are not humble, not quiet, and not accidental. Trust me, you won't believe what comes next.
Number 19, Kanye West. If Keanu Reeves shocked you with his silence, then number 19 will shock you with his noise. Because this celebrity doesn't hide his secrets, he broadcasts them to the world. This is number 19. Kanye West. Kanye West is one of the most influential artists of his generation. A Grammy-winning rapper, fashion designer, and self-proclaimed creative genius. But beyond the music and headlines lies a man whose thoughts, habits, and beliefs have left fans constantly asking one question. Is Kanye misunderstood or truly unpredictable? Weird fact number 1, he believes he's a visionary prophet. Kanye has openly described himself as a visionary, once claiming he hears ideas before others are ready to understand them. He has compared his creativity to divine inspiration, and in interviews, he has said that he feels chosen to shift culture, not just music. For some fans, this is confidence. For others, it's one of the most unusual self-beliefs in modern celebrity culture. Shocking fact number 2, unfiltered thoughts, no apologies. Unlike most celebrities who rely on publicists, Kanye speaks without filters, and without warnings. He's made shocking statements during live award shows, political events, and interviews that stunned audiences worldwide. What makes this even stranger is that Kanye himself admits he doesn't regret speaking freely. Because in his mind, silence is a form of dishonesty. Strange creative process. Kanye's creative process is just as unusual as his personality. He has reportedly recorded music in dark rooms, rewritten albums days before release, and scrapped entire projects because they no longer felt right spiritually. Employees and collaborators have described working with Kanye as inspiring, exhausting, and completely unpredictable. Why he made this list. Kanye West is weird not because he's random, but because he refuses to separate his thoughts from his identity. In a world of polished celebrity images, Kanye shows everything: the genius, the confusion, the brilliance, and the chaos. But if you think Kanye West is shocking because he says too much, wait until you hear about number 18, a celebrity whose weird secrets are hidden behind laughter, charm, and a smile the world trusts. Number 18 is coming up next. Number 18, Will Smith. Kanye West shocked the world by saying everything on his mind, but number 18 is strange for the exact opposite reason. This celebrity built a career on charm, laughter, and positivity, yet behind the smile lies a mindset that most fans never expected. This is number 18. Will Smith. Will Smith is one of the most successful entertainers in history, from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air to blockbuster films like Men in Black and Independence Day. For decades, he represented the perfect celebrity of funny, motivational, family-oriented, and inspiring. But the real Will Smith is far more complex, and far more unusual, than the image he projected. Weird fact number 1, he once feared success. In interviews, Will Smith has admitted something most celebrities would never confess: he was afraid of becoming too successful. He believed success could attract destruction, envy, and personal loss. At one point, he even avoided fully committing to projects because he feared that, reaching the top, it would cost him his happiness. For a man known for confidence, this hidden fear shocked many fans. Shocking fact number 2, extreme self-discipline rules. Will Smith lives by strict personal rules that most people would find exhausting. He has spoken about pushing his body and mind beyond comfort, sometimes intentionally choosing suffering to prove mental strength. From extreme workouts to punishing routines, Will believes discipline, not talent, is the true secret to greatness. Some admire this mindset. Others believe it borders on obsession. Strange philosophy about life. Will Smith has openly said that he doesn't believe in traditional limits, that fear is something the mind creates, not something that truly exists. This belief shaped his parenting style, career choices, and personal life, often placing him under intense public scrutiny. It's a philosophy that inspires millions, and confuses just as many. Why he made this list. Will Smith is weird not because he's unpredictable, but because he constantly questions the ideas most people accept without thinking. Behind the laughter is a man obsessed with growth, control, and self-mastery. But if Will Smith's secrets surprised you, wait until you hear about number 17, a celebrity whose weirdness isn't mental or philosophical, it's physical, and it affects how they see the world every single day. Number 17 is next. If you enjoyed this deep dive, subscribe for more short, cinematic profiles and hit the bell so you don't miss number 17. Like, comment which fact surprised you the most, and share this with a friend who loves celebrity stories. Thanks for watching cinematic grade, archival photos, and crisp storytelling. See you in number 17. Subscribe now. Number 17, Brad Pitt. Will Smith's weirdness came from his mindset. But number 17 is strange in a way no amount of discipline can fix. Imagine being one of the most recognizable faces on the planet, yet struggling to recognize faces at all. This is number 17. Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt is a Hollywood icon, known for unforgettable roles in Fight Club, Troy, and Ocean's 11. With decades of fame, red carpets, and global recognition, you would assume recognizing people comes easily to him. But the truth is far more unusual. Weird fact number 1, he struggles to recognize faces. Brad Pitt has openly spoken about experiencing a condition known as face blindness, a neurological difficulty that makes it hard to recognize people's faces. This means he sometimes fails to recognize friends, colleagues, and even people he has met multiple times. To outsiders, this can appear rude or dismissive, but for Brad, it's a daily challenge he didn't choose. Ironically, the man known for his face has trouble recognizing others by theirs. Shocking social consequences. Because of this condition, Brad Pitt has reportedly withdrawn from social situations. He avoids crowded events and casual meetups, not because he's antisocial, but because he fears offending people by not recognizing them. Some have even mistaken his condition for arrogance, when in reality, it's confusion. Strange coping mechanisms. To cope, Brad relies on voices, body language, and context rather than faces. He studies how people move, speak, and dress, turning social interaction into a kind of mental puzzle. For a celebrity constantly surrounded by strangers, this makes daily life far more complicated than fans realize. Why he made this list. Brad Pitt is weird not because he's eccentric, but because fame gave him a challenge most celebrities will never experience. Being famous didn't cure it. It made it harder. Transition to number 16. But if Brad Pitt's secret surprised you, wait until you hear about number 16, a celebrity whose weird habits aren't about recognition at all. They're about control, perfection, and rituals behind the scenes. Number 16 is coming up next. Number 16, Beyoncé. Brad Pitt's weirdness wasn't something he chose. But number 16 is strange by design. This celebrity controls every detail of her image so tightly that some fans believe she's living two completely different lives. This is number 16. Beyoncé. Beyoncé is more than a singer. She's a global brand, a cultural force, and one of the most disciplined performers in history. From Destiny's Child to world tours and record-breaking albums, her rise has been defined by precision, preparation, and power. But behind the flawless performances lies a system of habits most fans never see. Weird fact number 1, she created an alter ego. Early in her career, Beyoncé revealed that she performed through an alter ego called Sasha Fierce. This persona allowed her to separate her private self from her stage presence, turning confidence into something she could switch on and off. While most artists rely on emotion, Beyoncé relied on structure, almost treating performance like a controlled transformation. For some, it was empowering. For others, it raised questions about how much of Beyoncé we really see. Fact number 2, extreme control behind the scenes. Beyoncé is known for maintaining intense control over rehearsals, visuals, and performances. She reportedly rehearses until every movement is flawless, sometimes pushing herself and her team far beyond normal limits. Mistakes aren't tolerated, not out of cruelty, but out of an obsession with perfection. Strange silence and mystery. Unlike most celebrities, Beyoncé rarely explains herself. She avoids interviews, limits public statements, and lets her work speak instead of her voice. This silence has fueled endless theories, making her one of the most mysterious stars in modern culture. Why she made this list. Beyoncé is weird not because she's chaotic, but because she treats fame like a controlled environment. Nothing is accidental. Nothing is random. But if Beyoncé's control surprised you, wait until you hear about number 15, a celebrity whose weird habits have nothing to do with music or fame, and everything to do with fear. Number 15 is next. Number 15, Eminem. Beyoncé's weirdness came from control. But number 15 is strange because of fear. This celebrity is known for his aggressive lyrics, fearless persona, and raw honesty. Yet in real life, he's haunted by fears most fans never see. This is number 15. Eminem. Eminem, born Marshall Mathers, is one of the best-selling artists in music history. His music is loud, confrontational, and brutally honest. But the man behind the microphone lives a far quieter, more guarded life. And that contrast is where things get strange. Weird fact number 1, he suffers from rare phobias. Eminem has openly spoken about suffering from intense phobias. He reportedly fears crowds, being judged, and losing control. Ironically, the very things that fame forces on him. This fear pushed him toward isolation, often choosing to stay indoors for long periods rather than attend social events. For someone whose voice fills stadiums, this hidden fear shocks many fans. Shocking fact number 2, extreme isolation fueled his music. During some of his darkest periods, Eminem lived almost completely cut off from the world. Instead of parties and red carpets, he spent countless hours alone, writing, recording, and replaying his thoughts. That isolation became fuel, turning fear, anger, and insecurity into some of the most intense music ever created. Strange writing process. Eminem's writing process is unusually rigid. He reportedly rewrites verses repeatedly, obsessing over syllables, rhythms, and word placement. Some songs take months, not because of inspiration, but because perfection demands it. Eminem is weird not because he's aggressive, but because his greatest strength was born from his greatest fear. The anger fans hear is often protection, not confidence. But if Eminem's fear surprised you, wait until you hear about number 14. A celebrity whose weird habits don't come from fear or control, but from a childhood belief that still shapes their life today. Number 14 is coming up next. Number 14, Rihanna. Eminem's weird habits were born from fear and isolation, but number 14 is strange for a very different reason. This celebrity's life is still shaped by beliefs she learned as a child, beliefs that many people would call superstition, but she takes very seriously. This is number 14. Rihanna. Rihanna is one of the most powerful women in entertainment, a global music icon, fashion leader, and billionaire businesswoman. From chart-topping hits to beauty empires, she represents confidence, independence, and fearlessness. But behind that bold public image is a woman deeply influenced by her childhood, and by beliefs most fans never expect from a modern celebrity. Weird fact number 1, she believes in signs and supernatural warnings. Rihanna has openly admitted that she believes in signs, dreams, feelings, and warnings that she says guide her decisions. She has spoken about trusting intuition over logic, and about sensing danger before it appears. To some, this sounds spiritual. To others, it sounds superstitious. But for Rihanna, ignoring these feelings isn't an option, because they've followed her since childhood. Shocking fact number 2, childhood beliefs that never left. Growing up in Barbados, Rihanna was exposed to strong cultural beliefs about energy, protection, and unseen forces. She has said that certain behaviors, like ignoring bad dreams or disrespecting warnings, can invite negative outcomes. Even as her fame grew, these beliefs didn't disappear. Instead, they evolved, quietly shaping how she moves, trusts people, and protects herself. Strange habits behind the scenes. People close to Rihanna describe her as extremely cautious in private. She doesn't trust easily. She watches patterns. She listens more than she speaks. Before major decisions, she reportedly takes time alone, not to plan, but to feel. In an industry driven by strategy and numbers, Rihanna relies on instinct rooted in belief. Why fame made it stronger? Ironically, fame didn't weaken these habits, it made them stronger. As Rihanna experienced betrayal, loss, and public scrutiny, she leaned even more into protection and intuition. When the world watches your every move, trust becomes dangerous, and belief becomes armor. Public confidence versus private caution. On stage, Rihanna is fearless. But in private, she is calculated, observant, and deeply aware. That contrast, between bold confidence and quiet caution, is what makes her one of the most misunderstood celebrities on this list. Why she made this list? Rihanna is weird not because she believes in signs, but because she never abandoned the instincts that protected her as a child. In a world that tells celebrities to outgrow their past, she carried hers forward. But if Rihanna's beliefs surprised you, wait until you hear about number 13, a celebrity whose weird secrets don't come from belief or fear, but from an obsession so intense, it reshaped their entire life. Number 13 is coming up next. Number 13, Leonardo DiCaprio. Rihanna's weird habits were rooted in belief and intuition, but number 13 is strange because of obsession. This celebrity's dedication to a single cause is so extreme that it affects how he travels, works, eats, and even dates. This is number 13. Leonardo DiCaprio. Leonardo DiCaprio is one of the most respected actors in Hollywood. Known for legendary performances in Titanic, Inception, and The Revenant. But outside of acting, Leo is driven by something even stronger than fame, a mission he takes so seriously that many people find it unusual. Weird fact number 1, extreme environmental obsession. Leonardo DiCaprio is famously obsessed with environmental protection. This isn't casual activism, it's a lifestyle. He has spoken about tracking his carbon footprint, limiting air travel, and supporting renewable energy projects worldwide. Friends describe him as constantly analyzing environmental impact, even during casual conversations. Shocking fact number 2, IT influences his career choices. Leonardo has reportedly turned down roles, projects, and partnerships that didn't align with his environmental values. He prefers films that highlight human struggle, nature, or consequence, stories that reflect his worldview. For a Hollywood A-lister, this level of selectiveness is rare and financially unnecessary. Strange daily habits. Leo's personal habits reflect his obsession. He avoids unnecessary luxury, supports sustainable brands, and structures his lifestyle around minimizing environmental harm. Some fans admire it. Others question whether it's realistic or extreme. Why fame made it stronger? Fame gave Leonardo DiCaprio something most activists never get: a global microphone. Instead of separating his personal beliefs from his public image, he merged them completely. This decision turned him into more than an actor, it made him a symbol. Why he made this list? Leonardo DiCaprio is weird not because he cares, but because he never learned how to stop. In an industry obsessed with indulgence, he chose restraint. But if Leonardo DiCaprio's obsession surprised you, wait until you hear about number 12. A celebrity whose weird secrets aren't about discipline or belief, but about a lifestyle so unusual, it feels almost unreal. Number 12 is coming up next. Leonardo DiCaprio's obsession reshaped his entire lifestyle, but number 12 is strange in a way that feels almost unreal. This celebrity doesn't just play eccentric characters, many believe he actually lives like one. This is number 12. Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp is one of Hollywood's most recognizable and unpredictable actors. From Pirates of the Caribbean to Edward Scissorhands and Alice in Wonderland, he built a career playing outsiders, rebels, and strange geniuses. But the deeper fans looked, the more one question kept coming up: where does the character end, and Johnny Depp begin? Weird fact number 1, he collects the unusual. Johnny Depp is known for collecting rare and bizarre items. These include antique weapons, historical artifacts, and strange memorabilia connected to people he admired. Unlike most celebrity collections built for status, Depp's collections are deeply personal, almost emotional. Each object represents a story, a memory, or a version of himself. Shocking fact number 2, he builds his life around characters. Johnny Depp has admitted that many of his film characters are not fully fictional. He blends pieces of real people, childhood memories, and personal struggles into every role. Some collaborators say Depp never fully turns off the character, he carries parts of them long after filming ends. This makes his performances unforgettable, but it also blurs his sense of normalcy. Strange living habits. Johnny Depp reportedly prefers isolation over crowds. He's known to live quietly, surrounded by art, music, and objects that inspire him. Rather than routine, his life follows mood and creativity, sleeping, working, and creating at irregular hours. For many, this lifestyle feels chaotic. For Depp, it feels necessary. Why fame made it worse? Fame amplified Depp's eccentricities. Instead of grounding him, success allowed his unusual habits to grow unchecked. Without limits, creativity turned into excess, and excess slowly became identity. Why he made this list? Johnny Depp is weird not because he's pretending, but because he never separated art from life. For him, reality is flexible, and that's both his gift and his curse. But if Johnny Depp's lifestyle shocked you, wait until you hear about number 11, a celebrity whose weird secrets aren't artistic or emotional, but financial, and on a scale almost no one could imagine. Number 11 is coming up next. Johnny Depp blurred the line between art and life, but number 11 took things to an entirely different level. This celebrity didn't just live strangely, he spent money in ways so unbelievable, most people thought the stories were jokes. This is number 11. Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage is an Oscar-winning actor known for intense, unpredictable performances. From Face/Off to National Treasure and Ghost Rider, his career spans massive hits and equally massive risks. But behind the camera, Cage was living a life that shocked even Hollywood insiders. Weird fact number 1, the most bizarre purchases ever. At the height of his wealth, Nicolas Cage reportedly bought things most people wouldn't even imagine. These included a dinosaur skull, rare artifacts, exotic animals, and multiple luxury properties across the world. One purchase alone reportedly cost millions, not because he needed it, but because he wanted it. For Cage, spending wasn't about comfort. It was about experience. Shocking fact number 2, he spent faster than he earned. At one point, Nicolas Cage was earning tens of millions per movie. But his spending habits outpaced even Hollywood-level income. Lavish homes, rare collectibles, private islands, the money disappeared as quickly as it arrived. Eventually, the lifestyle became unsustainable. Strange response to financial collapse. When financial trouble hit, Nicolas Cage did something unexpected. Instead of retreating, he accepted nearly every role offered to him, sometimes appearing in multiple films a year. To outsiders, it looked desperate. To Cage, it was survival and pride. Why he never apologized. Nicolas Cage never truly apologized for his lifestyle. He described his spending as curiosity, a desire to live life without limits. While critics laughed, Cage kept working, rebuilding his finances role by role. Why he made this list. Nicolas Cage is weird not because he spent too much, but because he treated money like something temporary. For him, wealth wasn't security, it was fuel. But if Nicolas Cage's spending shocked you, wait until you hear about number 10, a celebrity whose weird secrets don't involve money, fame, or fear, but a body transformation so extreme, it stunned the entire industry. We've officially entered the top 10, and from this point on, nothing gets normal again. Number 10 is a man so dedicated to control, perfection, and physical extremes that even his co-stars struggled to keep up. This is number 10. Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is one of the most powerful stars in movie history. With decades of blockbuster success, from Top Gun to Mission Impossible, he built a reputation for doing what no other actor dares to do. But behind the confident smile is a lifestyle so intense, many people find it genuinely unsettling. Weird fact number 1, he does his own life-threatening stunts. Tom Cruise is famous for performing his own stunts, but a stunt doesn't fully explain it. He's climbed skyscrapers, clung to moving airplanes, and performed high-speed chases without body doubles. These aren't accidents or publicity tricks. They're calculated risks driven by one belief, that fear should never control performance. Shocking fact number 2, extreme physical and mental control. Tom Cruise follows intense physical routines designed to maintain peak condition far beyond normal limits. He trains relentlessly, monitors his energy levels, and demands absolute focus on set. Co-stars have described working with him as inspiring and exhausting. For Cruise, average effort is unacceptable. Strange beliefs about fear and limitation. Tom Cruise has repeatedly spoken about eliminating fear. He believes fear is a barrier that must be confronted, not respected. This mindset explains why he constantly pushes himself into physically dangerous situations most actors would refuse. To him, limits exist only if you accept them. Why fame made it more extreme. As Tom Cruise gained power in Hollywood, no one told him no anymore. With unlimited resources and control, his extreme habits only intensified. What began as dedication slowly became expectation, from himself and from everyone around him. Why he made this list. Tom Cruise is weird not because he's reckless, but because he treats danger as discipline. Where others see risk, he sees responsibility. But if Tom Cruise's physical extremes shocked you, wait until you hear about number 9, a celebrity whose weird secrets aren't about stunts or danger, but about power, image, and a life built almost entirely for the camera. Number 9 is next. Tom Cruise pushes his body to the limit, but number 9 pushes something else just as hard. This celebrity didn't build power through stunts or danger, but through image, attention, and total control of how the world sees her. This is number 9. Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian is one of the most recognizable figures on the planet. From reality television to fashion, beauty, and billion-dollar businesses, she transformed personal branding into an empire. But behind the glamorous photos and curated posts is a lifestyle so calculated that many people find it unsettling. Weird fact number 1, her life is built for the camera. Kim Kardashian has openly admitted that she is always aware of angles, lighting, and presentation, even in private moments. Friends and insiders say she treats daily life like a production. Rooms are arranged with lighting in mind. Outfits are chosen based on future headlines. Moments are evaluated by how they'll look online. For Kim, the camera isn't an interruption, it's part of reality. Shocking fact number 2, extreme image preservation habits. Kim is known for going to extreme lengths to preserve her appearance. From strict beauty routines to highly controlled schedules, nothing is left to chance. She has spoken about prioritizing appearance as a form of discipline, not vanity. In her world, image isn't just how you look, it's how you survive. Strange relationship with privacy. Despite sharing so much publicly, Kim is intensely private about what she truly cares about. What fans see is a carefully selected version of her life, never the full picture. This balance between overexposure and secrecy is something very few celebrities have mastered. And mastering it took years of trial, control, and emotional distance. Why fame made it more extreme? As Kim's influence grew, the pressure to remain flawless multiplied. Any mistake became a headline. Any flaw became a discussion. So control became protection. What started as branding slowly became a way of life. Why she made this list: Kim Kardashian is weird not because she loves attention, but because she learned how to weaponize it. In a world that watches everything, she decided to direct the camera herself. But if Kim Kardashian's image obsession shocked you, wait until you hear about number 8, a celebrity whose weird secrets aren't about looks or branding, but about habits so strange, they've followed them since childhood. Number 8 is next. Kim Kardashian mastered image and attention, but number 8 mastered something even more subtle. This celebrity doesn't just release music, she plants clues, codes, and hidden messages everywhere. This is number 8. Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift is one of the most successful artists of all time. From country beginnings to global pop domination, her career has been defined by reinvention. But what most people don't realize is that Taylor's success isn't just musical, it's methodical. And that's where things get weird. Weird fact number 1, she hides codes on purpose. Taylor Swift is famous for hiding secret messages, also known as Easter eggs, in her work. Lyrics, music videos, album art, social media posts, even outfit choices often contain intentional clues. Fans have discovered hidden messages years after releases, sometimes predicting future albums. This isn't coincidence. It's design. Shocking fact number 2, she plans years ahead. Taylor has admitted that she plans her career in long phases. Albums, eras, aesthetics, and even public silence are often mapped far in advance. While most celebrities react to trends, Taylor prepares for them. Some fans believe she's always several moves ahead of the public. Strange habits rooted in childhood. As a child, Taylor was known for journaling constantly. She documented emotions, stories, and details obsessively. That habit never stopped. Today, those journals reportedly fuel her songwriting, turning memory into strategy. Why fame made it more intense? Fame taught Taylor one thing early: the public watches everything. So instead of hiding, she leaned into control. Every word, pause, and release became intentional. To fans, it feels magical. To critics, it feels calculated. Why she made this list? Taylor Swift is weird not because she hides messages, but because she turned storytelling into a system. In her world, nothing is accidental. But if Taylor Swift's hidden codes surprised you, wait until you hear about number 7, a celebrity whose weird secrets aren't hidden at all, they're loud, funny, and completely unapologetic. Number 7 is coming up next. Taylor Swift hides her secrets in codes and silence. But number 7? She doesn't hide anything. She says it out loud, laughs about it, and somehow turns chaos into a career. This is Cardi B. Who is Cardi B really? Cardi B didn't rise to fame by being polished. She rose by being real. From viral Instagram videos to Grammy-winning artist, Cardi B is known for saying exactly what's on her mind, even when she probably shouldn't. And that's where the weirdness begins. Weird fact number 1, she talks before thinking, on purpose. Cardi B has admitted that she rarely filters herself. She speaks instinctively, sometimes shocking fans, sometimes confusing interviewers, and sometimes going completely viral. What seems like recklessness is actually her brand. In a world of scripted celebrities, Cardi turned raw honesty into marketing. Shocking fact number 2, she overshares everything. Most celebrities hide their flaws. Cardi B puts hers on full display. Money mistakes. Relationship drama. Career doubts. She's laughed about things that would destroy other celebrities. And somehow, it makes fans trust her more. Strange habit, she records herself constantly. Before fame, Cardi documented her life online every day. Talking, venting, laughing, complaining. That habit never stopped. Her phone became her diary, and later, her launch pad. Why this actually works? Cardi B understands something most celebrities don't. People connect more to chaos than perfection. Her weirdness isn't accidental, it's authenticity turned into power. She doesn't pretend to be relatable. She just is. Why she made this list? Cardi B is weird because she refuses to perform an image. She's loud in a quiet industry, messy in a polished world. And that contradiction made her unforgettable. But if Cardi B's chaos shocked you, number 6 is the exact opposite. Quiet, private, almost invisible. And yet, one of the most powerful celebrities alive. Number 6 is coming up next. Cardi B says everything. But number 6? He barely says anything at all. No scandals. No attention seeking. No flexing. And yet, the world can't stop talking about him. This is Keanu Reeves. The quiet star Keanu Reeves is one of the biggest actors in Hollywood history. The Matrix, John Wick, constant global success. But unlike most celebrities at his level, Keanu lives almost invisibly. And that's where things get weird. Weird fact number 1, he lives way below his means. Despite being worth millions, Keanu Reeves lives an unusually simple life. He's been spotted riding public transport, eating alone in parks, wearing the same clothes for years. No entourage. No flashy lifestyle. For Hollywood, that's strange. Shocking fact number 2, he gives away a lot of his money. Keanu Reeves has quietly given away huge portions of his earnings. He's funded cancer research, helped film crew members financially, reduced his own salary so others could be paid more. And he rarely talks about it. Most people found out by accident. Strange habit, he avoids Hollywood culture. Keanu doesn't chase fame. He avoids parties, avoids publicity, avoids celebrity politics. He shows up, does the work, and disappears again. In an industry built on ego, that's almost unheard of. Why people find him mysterious? Keanu rarely talks about his personal life. Loss, pain, struggles. He keeps it private. That silence makes people project meaning onto him. He became a symbol, not by trying, but by refusing to perform. Why he made this list? Keanu Reeves is weird because he rejected celebrity culture while being one of its biggest stars. In a loud industry, he chose quiet. But if Keanu Reeves' silence surprised you, number 5 is anything but quiet. Brilliant, unpredictable, and impossible to ignore. Welcome to the top 5. We just saw Keanu Reeves, the quiet star who lives below the radar. But number 5 is the exact opposite. A celebrity who uses shock, fashion, and mystery like a weapon. This is number 5. Lady Gaga, the queen of reinvention. Lady Gaga is more than a singer. She's a cultural force. From pop hits to Oscars, she dominates every stage. But Gaga's weirdness isn't just her outfits. It's her entire identity. Weird fact number 1, she built a character, not a brand. Lady Gaga isn't just a performer. She created a persona. A character that lives on stage, in videos, and in public. Even her fans have a name, Little Monsters, like a cult. And the weird part is, she never fully drops the character. Shocking fact number 2, she takes pain and makes it art. Gaga has been open about her physical and emotional pain. She's suffered from chronic illness, trauma, and intense stress. But instead of hiding it, she transforms it into performance. The pain becomes her power. Strange habit, she repeats rituals before shows. Lady Gaga is known for strict pre-show routines, warm-ups, vocal rituals, meditation. But she also uses bizarre habits to stay in character, sometimes even creating superstitions. It's like she's not just performing, she's protecting herself. Why her weirdness is strategic. Gaga's odd fashion choices aren't random. They're a way to control attention. In a world of pop stars, she refuses to be ignored. She's built a world where shock is part of the art. Why she made this list. Lady Gaga is weird because she doesn't just perform. She creates an alternate reality. She blurs the line between identity and entertainment. And the world follows her willingly. But if Lady Gaga uses art to control reality, number 4 uses technology to control reality. From rockets to AI, his influence is unstoppable. Number 4 is Elon Musk. We're in the top 4 now. From here on, these aren't just celebrities. These are people whose decisions affect millions, sometimes billions. Number 4 doesn't make music. He doesn't act. But one tweet from him can move markets. This is Elon Musk. The most unusual celebrity alive. Elon Musk is technically a businessman. But culturally, he's a celebrity. Tesla, SpaceX, Neuralink. Most CEOs avoid attention. Elon runs straight into it. And that's where things get weird. Weird fact number 1, he sleeps on factory floors. Elon Musk has admitted to sleeping on factory floors during major production crises. No luxury hotels. No executive comfort. Just a sleeping bag near machines. For someone worth billions, that behavior is not normal. Shocking fact number 2, his brain never turns off. Elon has said he struggles to turn his mind off. Ideas come rapidly. Thoughts overlap. Sleep becomes optional. He reportedly works extreme hours, sometimes over 100 hours a week. That intensity built empires. But it also fuels burnout and controversy. Strange habit, he uses Twitter like a diary. Most CEOs have PR teams. Elon has a phone. Jokes. Polls. Provocations. Sometimes the tweets are funny. Sometimes they're confusing. Sometimes they cause chaos. And he posts anyway. Why people find him unsettling. Elon Musk doesn't fit the billionaire stereotype. He's awkward. Blunt. Emotionally unpredictable. And that unpredictability makes people nervous. Because when someone this powerful behaves oddly, the world feels it. Why he made this list. Elon Musk is weird because he mixes internet behavior with real-world power. Memes and missiles. Jokes and rockets. No other celebrity lives at that intersection. But if Elon Musk surprised you. Number 3 is even more disturbing. Not because of power, but because of influence over identity, beauty, and reality. Number 3 is coming up next. We're officially in the top 3. From here on, these stories aren't just weird. They're haunting. Number 3 wasn't just famous. He was global. Mythical. Untouchable. This is Michael Jackson. The most famous human being ever. Michael Jackson wasn't a celebrity. He was an era. His music crossed borders. His face was recognized everywhere. His influence reshaped pop culture forever. But behind the perfection was a life unlike anything we've ever seen. Weird fact number 1, he never had a childhood. Michael Jackson began performing as a child. While other kids played, Michael rehearsed. While others slept, Michael toured. That stolen childhood left a permanent mark. He grew older, but parts of him never grew up. Shocking fact number 2, Neverland wasn't just a home. Neverland Ranch wasn't a mansion. It was an escape. Amusement parks. Animals. Fantasy worlds. It was designed to recreate the childhood Michael never had. To the public, it looked magical. To others, it felt unsettling. Strange habit, extreme control over his image. Michael Jackson obsessed over perfection. His voice. His movements. His appearance. Every detail was rehearsed endlessly. He didn't just perform for the world, he tried to escape it. Why fame broke him? Michael Jackson couldn't go outside. He couldn't shop. He couldn't live normally. Fame isolated him. And isolation changes people. The more the world watched him, the more he disappeared. Why he made this list? Michael Jackson is weird not because he was strange, but because the world turned a human being into a symbol. And symbols don't survive pressure. He became a legend, but lost himself along the way. But if Michael Jackson's story disturbed you, number 2 is even more unsettling. Because they're alive, active, and shaping culture right now. Number 2 is coming up next. We've reached number 2. At this point, we're not talking about celebrities. We're talking about people who rewrote the rules and dared the world to keep up. Number 2 didn't follow pop culture. She created it. This is Madonna. The original rebel. Before social media. Before viral controversy. Before shock marketing. There was Madonna. She wasn't just famous, she was confrontational. Every era brought a new version. Every reinvention upset someone. And that was the point. Weird fact number 1, she treats reinvention like survival. Madonna doesn't age the way society expects. She refuses to become invisible. When trends shift, she shifts faster. When culture pushes back, she pushes harder. Reinvention isn't a phase for her, it's a defense mechanism. Shocking fact number 2, she controls the narrative at all costs. Madonna has always dictated how she's seen. Music. Fashion. Sexuality. Religion. She forces conversations people are uncomfortable having. And when backlash comes, she doesn't retreat. She doubles down. Strange habit, she thrives on discomfort. Most celebrities avoid criticism. Madonna feeds on it. Outrage confirms relevance. Silence scares her more than hate. If people are arguing about her, she's winning. Why people find her unsettling today? Madonna challenges something deeper than taste. She challenges expectations, especially about age, femininity, and power. Society wants legends to fade gracefully. Madonna refuses. And that refusal makes people uncomfortable. Why she made this list? Madonna is weird because she never asked for permission. She broke taboos before they were allowed to be broken. She refused to become what the world expected, even when it would have been easier. Love her or hate her, she changed the rules forever. But if Madonna's reinvention shocked you, number 1 is on a completely different level. Not louder. Not flashier. But more controlling, more strategic, and more influential than anyone we've mentioned. Number 1 is the most shocking of them all. We've reached number 1. If you've watched this far, you've seen chaos, genius, fame, and controversy. But the most shocking celebrity of all is the one who rarely speaks. This is Jay-Z, the silent architect. Jay-Z didn't just build a music career. He built an empire. While others chased attention, Jay-Z chased ownership. And that difference changed everything. Weird fact number 1, he moves in silence on purpose. Jay-Z rarely explains himself. No constant interviews. No emotional outbursts. Deals happen quietly. Moves are revealed after they're complete. By the time the public notices, he's already won. Shocking fact number 2, he plans legacies, not moments. Most celebrities focus on relevance. Jay-Z focuses on longevity. Music was the door. Business was the destination. Ownership in art. Ownership in culture. Ownership in power. Strange habit, he lets others be the face. Jay-Z doesn't need to be the spotlight. He stands beside it. While others perform, he structures. While headlines scream, he calculates. Influence doesn't always look loud. Why people underestimate him? Jay-Z isn't flashy. He doesn't trend daily. He doesn't explain his wins. And that makes him easy to overlook. But power rarely announces itself. Why he deserves number 1. Jay-Z is weird because he mastered fame without becoming trapped by it. He escaped the system by learning how it works. While others chased attention, he acquired control. That's not just rare. That's dangerous. So that's our list. From chaos to control. From noise to silence. 20 celebrities with weird and shocking secrets you won't believe. If this video surprised you, if it made you uncomfortable, that's the point. This is Celebrity Unscreened. Like, subscribe, and comment which celebrity shocked you the most, because the next list might be even deeper.